Lloyd right down here on the inside lane, then out the very far side to Felix Morgan from St. Peter's on the far outside. And we'll have to leave you with that and go immediately and pick up the A final for you. Okay, we went through it before. Timaru Boys, Hillcrest, St. Peter's, Marlborough Boys, St. Paul's, Kings, Aranui and Timaru. And at this stage, it looks like it's coming out of lane number 6 that's going to put a little bit of an advantage. This is Jack Mitchell from King's College, I think out of Auckland, King's College. Oh, there's a line up right in here. On his right-hand shoulder, we have Huranui. That's Will Tattersfield from Huranui on his right-hand shoulder. On his left-hand shoulder, but down about 3/4 of a length is St. Paul's, Riley Wolves, but it's the Marlborough boy who's up into about second place, Ashley James Fitzgerald. And then, he's absolutely locked up with Hillcrest, Justin Smythe from Hillcrest, and Timaru about 3/4 of a length off that. That's William Talbot down on the inside. So right in the middle of the course, it's now coming from lanes 4 by the look of it. 6, 5. Lane number changes. 7, okay. That's Huranui. Okay, so it's lanes 4 as they went out of the blocks. Lanes 4 now has gone over. King's College was the first out of the blocks. Now it's the Marlborough Boys sculler, Ashley James Fitzgerald. He's got the fast lane. Through the 500 they go. He's got about a canvas only over lane number 6, which is King's College. King's College now in turns got 3/4 of a length. Sticking in between them is St. Paul's Collegiate, Riley Wills from St. Paul's Collegiate. Then we go across to lane number 2, which is Hillcrest, Justin Smythe from Hillcrest. They're about only a 3/4 of a length behind the leaders. And then we come right down to Huranui in lane number 7, and Timaru Boys only about 3/4 of a length off Huranui. So we're looking at Marlborough Boys. Marlborough Boys, he's getting a little bit of pressure put on him. He's getting pressure put on from Kings. The Kings boy wants to come back into it again, and he's moved right up alongside Marlborough Boys. He's only a couple of feet away from him, and sticking their nose in between them is St. Paul's Collegiate, Riley. These 3 crews now have just moved out to almost clear water over the rest of the Hillcrest is the only one coming out of the pack. They're all about a length away from the leaders. The race is going to come from these 3 sitting out in front. Marlborough Boys taking the lead back again. Marlborough Boys got the lead back again only by a half a length over King's College. St. Paul's Collegiate still sticking in there a couple of feet away from King's College. They head down towards the 1,000 metre peg. He just takes a little gaze across the Marlborough Boys. He goes to the left. The left is Hillcrest. I think you'll find that's Hillcrest that's coming out of the bunch. In behind them by 3 lengths on the Hillcrest right-hand shoulder is St. Peter's, but he's about a length down off Hillcrest, and he's locked up with Timaru Boys. Then we go right out the far side. We go to Huranui and Timaru Boys back behind that. Oh, a little bit of a push coming back from Kings. He slipped off by about 2 or 3 feet before he's back up alongside St. Paul's Collegiate. These 2 crews are going ball for ball on the buoy line. Marlborough, has he gone out too hard too soon? Hillcrest the big mover. Hillcrest is the mover out there down in lane number 2. Oh, Marlborough Boys, he has a wee look across. That tells me he's getting a little worried because these lanes 5 and 6 are pouring down over the top of him. They're going through the 1,000 metre peg now. He has another gaze out. Oh, it tells me that it's going to be really tight as we go down towards the finish line. They've still got a good 600, 700 metres to go. He's hanging on to it, Marlborough Boys. He's only got about 3 feet advantage over St. Paul's Collegiate now, who's opened up a canvas over King's College. Can King's College hang in there? Hillcrest slowly improving. Hillcrest is the one slowly improving. Justin Smythe from Hillcrest. He's moved up with him most likely 3/4 of a length of King's College. These 4 now have moved away from Timaru Boys and Huranui College and Timaru Boys number 2. Back to the leaders. He's hanging in there. He's still only a canvas clear. Marlborough Boys, Ashley James Fitzgerald, Marlborough Boys, Matt Stoker and John Robinson. Oh, what a coaching panel that is. That'll be one of the best coaching panels here at this Maadi Cup Regatta. We're at Maadi Cup 2022, live streaming to the world, and it is still Marlborough boys. He's just letting his head drop a little bit in the Paul's Collegiate sculler. He is really working hard. Martin and Bruce will be happy with his performance. He's moved up alongside Marlborough boys. He's only a foot away from him. So it's Marlborough boys only 1 foot. The big move's coming now from St. Paul's. He's putting in a huge pressure piece. You can see the work that he's doing. 500 metres to go. He's got his nose in front. No, he hasn't. He did at that rower, boys. He didn't at that rower, boys. There's a different leader every rower, boys, we go through. He's now in front, St. Paul's. St. Paul's Collegiate's in front by about 3 feet only. They've now left Clearwater between them and King's College. It's Hillcrest still moving on King's College. And Hillcrest is actually bringing St. Peter's with him. St. Peter's is coming on Hillcrest. Oh, this is great racing. We head down inside the last 500, and it is now St. Paul's. He done the big move out about 650, and he went up alongside Marlborough boys. Marlborough boys looked as if he was starting to tire, and he's gone out to a half-length lead, and he's just moved it up a couple more notches, St. Paul's. He's moved it. Look at his hand speed. He's moved it up 2 more notches. They won't be able to get near him now. He's got a beautiful run in his boat down to 250 metres to go with a 3/4 minute lead. Under 18 single sculls, the top of the New Zealand rowing. He can't get near him. He's going away from him. He's actually going away from the field now. St. Paul's are going away from the rest of them down the inside. It's Marlborough boys. He's going to hang on for the silver medal, but it's going to go up to Hamilton. St. Paul's going down into the 100-metre buoy line. What a brilliant race he rode. He really piled on about 600 out, and he moved up slowly, and once he moved up slowly, he just dug it in for about 20 big strokes, quickened the slide up, and he went out to a length lead, and that's where he is. Marlborough boys desperately hanging on now to St. Peter's, who cruised up alongside Hillcrest. St. Peter's have been the big improver in the race, coming from about 5th right to half a length up for the bronze medal. There's the final. The title has gone to St. Peter's, Marlborough boys, and also St. Peter's down the inside. St. Paul's Collegiate, he'll take the title and the gold medal. Whoops, we've got the rescue by the look of it. These guys have put absolutely everything into it. St. Peter's, one of the biggest finishes from St. Peter's. He's came from 5th at the 1,000-metre peg. Up over the top, St. Paul's, brilliant racing from Riley Wills. Martin and Bruce should be really happy with the race plan. You saw the move come. Marlborough boys couldn't hang on. He led all the way, and St. Peter's, who looked like it was going to be Hillcrest that would take the bronze, St. Peter's ripped home in the finish. They have gone through in 7:25.
Peters, 4th Hillcrest High School, 5th King's College, 6th Timaru Boys High School 2, 7th Huanui College, and 8th Timaru Boys High School 1. So we'll just wait for the coaches to get down to those